Some Edge technology screens. We're going to do an interesting demonstration today. Now, for those of you who feel that this is not right, it is right. If you're going to be in the field of home theater and projection screens, you have to understand that your product will be tested, and it will be tested multiple times. I test all against high-end performance screens. I don't see any of them crying and whining. So today, or tonight, we're going to do a demonstration, and I want to see how it stacks up. This is just for testing to see how they stand against each other. We have Crow's UV mix, which is a darkest screen paint he makes, versus our black technology. And see how it stands up in contrast, colors, everything we have to do when we throw a screen up, whether it be a DMP Supernova, an Elite screen, or any other high performance screens, same test being run. As you can see, there's nothing unfair in the environment for those of you who like to complain about that. Well lit environment, maybe we have too much light in the environment. This is how we do things over here. Projector we're using in the demonstration is going to be a Christie 4300 lumen projector, plenty of power, full 1080p. There shouldn't be any problems there. Nothing for you, for the naysayers who, I hate to put it this way, cry about, because you do a lot of crying. All right, so let's begin with white levels first. Let's start off. Let's see. I wonder if that challenge got met today too, with the star field demonstration being displayed in a fully lit environment, as we did with the 1000 lumen projector on white levels. So let's go to white screen saver.
Getting that from YouTube.
And let's see what we get. Alrighty. And so it begins. Now, mind you, how high the white levels are on the technology we're using compared to how dark it is to his screen. And that's how high the white levels are already on our technology. And that's a jet black screen. A screen 3 times blacker than 12. All right. So we can bounce all the way back. We had all the colors in there. Red screen. I knew she was going to give me that from the door. Red screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
She'll fight me on that as much as possible. I don't get that. Doesn't like to give me them red levels. And there you go. I told you if that screen produces too high of a white level, especially next to this black technology, your screen will automatically fade. Mind you, we've done this demonstration against 18 certified screens. Let me take out some of my LEDs. Like I said, it's not to put his product down or any other company we do demonstrations with. It's not to put their product down. It's to see how their product stacks up next to our technology. That's it, simple and plain. Now, for those of you who may be asking to bring the lighter screens, you do not want to do that. You don't have this, just how dark this screen is. If I were to lay one of the lighter screens against this screen, it would fade out like a white sheet of paper. This is a jet black screen. It's designed to pull heavy contrast levels and very dark colors. Also, too, having the ability to maintain an amazing white level, it can produce bright enough images where the images aren't so dark you can't see them. have this conversation quite a bit with interested individuals that feel that a lighter screen has the ability to pull contrast level. It does not have the capabilities. Metallica Mix 2.0, personal mix, just to give you an idea. Just to give you an idea. That is the Metallica Mix 2.0 right there in the personal mix. I told you the UV mix would have a better fighting chance, but it's not going to match that black screen. And the other screens are not going to show up at all next to it. But that's not about them. Demonstration is about this screen in the center. We've done these already. These were already done. But that's just to show you right from the door. And we'll go there next. Now, for those of you who want to sit there and complain and say, oh, it's not fair. It is fair for people to test our technology, but it's not fair for us to test theirs. And keep in mind, we test everybody. These are cut and dry demonstrations, simple and plain. Colors displayed, high power projector, lights on, lights off. There's nowhere to complain. I'm not saying to my customers can see the demonstration, understand. It's for the naysayers. Like I told you, at the end of the day, our technology is given to us by God. So like I said, it's unbeatable. Let's do a snow scene. See that? That's how high the white levels are on that black technology. And that's green, like I said, it's supposed to produce a higher white level because it's a dark gray, but it's not jet black. This screen is jet black and it's producing a high enough white level where you can see the image is crystal clear. Let's go over and do a, let's see, we didn't get much in blue. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
If you care to see it up close. There you go. So that's color coding technology. As I told you before, that with that color coding technology, we can drop that into a black screen and that screen will produce amazing colors, just like we did with the blue screens, the green screens, the brown screens, the gold screens, and even the red screens. Doesn't make a difference. Once that code is dropped in there, that screen is going to produce a brighter color than any screen that lays against it. Lights out. Lights back on. You should do well with the color green. Color green pretty does well by gray screens. Let's do a color change out.
No man's land. Everyone's land. Well, it's the greatest land. More power for your pursuit. Yeah.
I could take all your screens that you have right now and stick it against that technology and this technology. And I'm not trying to be rude here, but dominate your screens with no problem. I have your darkest screen, which is your UV mix. I have your Metallica mix, and I have your personal mix. If you have any screen that's lighter than that personal mix, it is not going to go well against this technology. If you have any screen that's in a mid color of the Metallica, which is that kind of mid gray, it is not going to do well against this screen. And the darkest screen you make right now without having a black screen, and you can't develop a black screen due to the fact that you slandered black technology so badly that if you do make a black screen, you're considered to be a hypocrite. How do you tell your customers not to buy a black screen and you make a black screen? Don't go well. So the darkest screen you have in here is a UV mix, and it can't stand against this technology on no level whatsoever. So I could basically, with this technology alone we have right here, by itself, I could easily dominate your entire collection. I told you, don't mess with God's work. Don't mess with God's work. Now, since you made such a mockery of black technology, now we have this black technology before you that can pretty much wipe out everything you make or design easily, and it's black. Teach your lesson. Don't mess with God's work. Lights out. Like I said, at the end of the day, this product works. Nothing wrong with it. It works quite well. It just doesn't level up to our technology. It doesn't. And this screen right we have before you is 3 shades. You went all in on the 12 being so dark you can't see it. This screen is literally 3 shades darker than a 12. Let's change that to another color. We're going to lighter colors. These are bright colors. We're choosing right now for our selection. And keep in mind, my screen's jet black. 3 shades darker than 12. And it's easy blending into your screen. Now, if you go to challenge this technology, like I said, I'll put in an order for everything you have, and we'll do all your screens. As we do all the certifieds, we'll do all your screens in one hit against this technology, inside and out. And we'll throw a few certifieds up there just for kicks. See, this is the reason why we need to get our technology into mainstream. This is why. Not because of this. This is nothing. I'm saying it's not nothing, but it's not our challenge. Our challenge is basically big corporations. That's our challenge.
This looks different. It is. Epic high-res photos and 8K video cinema quality.
This is different.
Lights on. Lights off. Can't compare your technology next to mine. You don't have coding technology. You don't have ambient light projection technology. There's no difference. It's not even anywhere close to our technology. Our screen maintains and keeps the same color whether the lights are on or off. It still maintains the same color. And I'm gonna like this one. Not this one yet. We're about to hit a star field. That's how high the white level is on that black technology. Look how bright that level is coming up. And that's how dark that screen is. As I'm walking in front of the projector, That's how black that screen is. And that's how high the white level is producing in order to get that color. Told you. You can't come near this technology. I can produce your white levels. I can produce your colors. I can produce contrast. You cannot produce contrast. This is the darkest screen and brightest screen right now in the market. And it's just the beginning. This is the beginning stage. This technology is upgradable, which means when the time comes and the Lord gives me that thought process to do it again, I can upgrade this technology and make it better. I can't get it any blacker than what it is, but I can heighten my white levels and color capabilities on it to make it far more advanced than what it is now. And you're saying that, oh, but my screen is producing contrast. The only way you can see contrast on that screen, this is what you got to turn your environment into. A dark environment. It's the only way you're going to see the contrast. I can watch Batman with my lights on, Tron with my lights on. I can even watch the galaxies pass from to and fro with the lights on. Much like an OLED TV. But in order for you to see your contrast levels somewhat correctly, you got to be in the dark. Let's go over to my personal favorite one, this one. Anything involving any form of contrast, you got to be in the dark with that screen. You have to be. It's not going to pull up. Can't be in a fully lit environment. If some of you are married, I don't think your wife wants to be stuck in a dark environment every time you turn on that projector. My customers have options. See how bright that level is coming up with the star on that black screen? Look at that growing. Look at it growing. Getting higher, it's getting bright, it's getting bright. Boom. Look at that. Amazing. I love it. This is God's technology. OLED beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
No. I want the other one, this one. Now in any OLED demonstration, the background is always jet black. Even with the screens we make in different colors can mimic contrast levels. Our black silvers can mimic contrast levels. I can do demonstrations on a black silver you can't do on your screens. I can produce contrast levels. Sony 4K contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, for any of y'all that may be thinking it's not fair, I should have the lights out, and you just answered your own question again, where are you going to be at with your screen? Sitting in the dark. I have options. I don't have to do that. If I want to watch a deep outer space display with all my lights on, I have that option. Oh, check out Blue in the next room playing around. I can't believe it's a blue projection screen producing red. That's a beautiful screen. We'll let that play. Oh, we'll let that run. I'll be back. Let's see, let's do this one. There we go. Should we do anything with the lights on also too? I'm gonna bring you back over here. Let me see. So this is going to be an interesting theory. if he tries to do a demonstration mixing black paint by saying this is their product, when my screen at times is blended into your UV mix. Well, not the UV, yeah, the UV, that ultra dark screen paint. It's gonna be kind of hard to do that demonstration, do any kind of black paint, fake black paint demonstrations, because it's producing a white level high enough that it's fading your screen out in certain places. But like I said, in other places, I'm able to blend into your screen. So if I'm able to blend into your screen at certain times, that means, knowing my screen's darker than yours, to try to do that black demonstration nonsense, that means you would be slandering your own stuff. I'm curious to see how long it will take him to do a demonstration on a black screen saying that they all come up looking this way. But I can honestly say on my end that unless you show me proof that your screen can produce a contrast level in a fully lit environment on that 1000 lumen projector 13 feet back with a 130 in the middle of your screen, then I declare all gray screens, well, your gray screen doesn't have the ability to pull contrast. If you want, I can paint mine tomorrow, my gray screen, and show you a display of a contrast level. Let's go to some other bright colors. Let's go over to, that's contrast. Oh, we definitely gotta do this one. We gotta do the dogs next. See how black, you guys, this is what I love about it. You see how black the screen is? The background is another shade of dark black, where the horse itself is different shades of black, all blended in. Is that cool or what? Look at that when you go back there a minute. That background is smoking black, is charcoal black. Look at that. To where the horse is sitting. Look how dark the background is. And then the horse is another shade of black level just pushing right through. I love the screen. I really do. See, I plan to nip this in the butt before you try to, because usually I do the demonstrations and I don't include your product into it. I really don't. I just do the demonstrations against the high performance screens. But lately, since you've been trying to slander black technology and saying it's all the same and it doesn't have the ability to produce those particular levels needed to make the screen watchable, I felt now it's necessary to add you in to every test demonstration we do under every form of technology we develop. And that means now I have to go out and buy all your products, which means some orders may be coming through. You just won't know which ones. So I'm going to transfer some money over today to the many business partners I have over in California to start placing orders. And we'll see how you level up against our technology. As a matter of fact, I plan to put all your products against this black screen. Because with the 12 being so dark, you can barely see it. Heck, this screen's 3 times darker than 12. You shouldn't see this thing at all. And tomorrow, if the weather's good, I'll pull you up on a Starfield demonstration outside. And I'll even give you 43. 56 if you want. I got one of those upstairs too. And you can do contrast only. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's not to slander his product and say it doesn't work. It does work. You really got to stop comparing your technology to mine. Let's go grab another one. Let's grab this one. If you can't pull contrast level and any contrast levels pop up on this screen, your screen's going to automatically fade. It's a dark screen, as I said before. As I said before, it's going to pull a bit of a higher white level, but again, like I said, our screen's got to be so dark you can't see it. And we're pulling bright levels and contrast at the same time. Whew. Let's hit this demonstration. See all those bright colors in there? You need a white level to pull off those bright levels like that. And like I said, with this screen being 3 shades darker than 12, it should be coming up so dark from the picture he painted how 12s are supposed to be to produce. It should be coming up so dark you can't see the screen. Sit next to a 4300 on the projector. Good gracious, it's hot. Let's try some, let me see. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go with, we got to do the colors. Gotta do the colors. So let's see if it's possible that our black technology is so dark you can't even see the colors correctly. Mind you, lights on. And you see what's interesting about this? Like I said, do that black paint nonsense. Yeah, it's not going to work, buddy. That black screen's blending your screen. It's right there. We can blend your screen. When that color hits, it's going to blend right into your screen, but you can't see contrast at all. Boom. See? Came at it real quick. Hit the wrong menu button. All right, want to do that again. I got to rewind that one a little bit more. All right, come back in again. See? Can't pick up any contrast at all. So I blended your screen. See that? So that means that black screen's pouring a contrast level you can't see, and it's pouring a high enough white level to blend into your screen. Now the reason why this is being done, because this eliminates the fact of you doing dumb demonstrations of mixing black products together and saying, hey, that's just how a screen really looks. This is how all black screens react. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to try to do. And you still haven't done the contrast demonstration yet. All right, hold on for a minute. Let's see, it's the one with the wolf. That's not for this demonstration. This demonstration is completely different. We'll do that tomorrow. I don't like to be off topic. I got a message that ran across. Let's see if we put this on an LG snowboard demonstration. Let's see if our screen comes up so dark you can't see it, like a black spot in the center of the screen. Because keep in mind, as I said before, this individual painted 12s to pull up images so dark it looks like a black spot in the middle of your screen. Now, I know this screen is going to produce a higher white level. It should. It's brighter than my screen. But I want to see if my screen is going to pull up a dark image that you can't even recognize the screen. So let's go with LG snowboarding demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
If you're doing demonstrations like that, come back to bite you in the face. So judging by your demonstrations on 12, this background should be so dark that you can't see it at all. And yet the Nova 17, or Black Nova 17, is darker than 12. Yeah, that's interesting. And here comes the contrast. There's the screen standing out. Can produce your white levels on this technology, no problem.
Only Verizon gives you more of the best. 5G from America's most reliable network. More plans you can mix and match and save.
Because we're going to go off the simple fact that our screens are supposed to be so dark you can't see them. So let's see if our screen comes up here. See if it's so dark you can't see it. Ah, see, I did the whoop demonstration for you. You didn't think I was going to do it, did you? Now the guy here was asking me to do the whoop demonstration, and I said, no, we'll do it next time. Of course I'm going to do that demonstration. I love doing the white demonstration. You know that. Oh, come on. Are you talking about his products, man? We test against Seymour AV 1.3, Matinee Silvers, the Gray Cinema 5, Cinema Gray 3D, the Blade. These are all light gray screens. Seymour AV 1.3, all those. So if we test those all in one hit against the technology, why would we be bothered by a screen paint? Those are certified screens we test against. With the squirrel, come on, man, make up your mind. We're talking back and forth. I'm telling you right now, and so that's what I said, this is where you basically mess up so badly because it just shows in the end, and I told you, whatever's in the dark is going to come out in the light. All that slander and you getting into 12, all them fake demonstrations about how black it is, images don't pull up. How do you explain the fact that you tried to sell that campaign out there, that 12 was so dark that you could barely see it, and yet we're sitting here now with a 17 Black Nova that's 3 times darker than the 12. And it's producing a white level this high where the image, you can see it crystal clear, it's nice and bright next to your dark screen paint. How do you explain that? Because judging how you painted the 12, it should be so dark you shouldn't be able to see any of this at all. So how do you explain it? Jealousy, that's how I explain it. A lot of jealousy. So the next time that you feel the need to do that whole black paint thing again, I'm going to order all your products. I'm going to put every last one of them against this technology. We're going to do a demonstration inside and outside on the technology. Now, already from the door, I know what's going to happen. I already tested against the darkest paint you make is that UB. That's the darkest one you got. Next to that, we have the, what do you have? We have the lightest screen paint. Well, not the light screen paint. Anything lighter, I know than that personal mix, it's going to the personal mix has struggles on the screen's technology. So anything lighter than that is going to have problems. Anything in between mid, what you have is the Metallica, let's see that, Metallica 2.0. Yeah, so pretty much I've got basically a good base of your screens from starting from the darkest to the lightest. Anything under that, and you can't make anything over the UV because that would be technically near a black screen, and that would make you a complete hypocrite. So, yeah. Let's see what else we got on here we can play real quick. love how people sit there and say, oh, Christians aren't supposed to act this way. Before you talk, crack a Bible. Literally, seriously, crack a Bible. You really need to. Crack a Bible. If you see how he had his disciples go in and how they did things in the Old Testament, yeah, you'll see. Take the time, open up that good book, and read it. God was not one to play around with, and when you mess with his servants, you mess with him, and he was not one to play with. Pharaoh learned that the hard way when he decided to play around with Moses and God's people. And at the first time that he went in there, he was a little bit frightened. He didn't know how to speak and everything. God had to build him up to make him that soldier to go in there and do what he had to do to get his people out of there. Moses walked in there. He was not one to be joked around with. So go ahead and mess with God's work. There you go. They're like, yeah, Ken's been talking a lot about retirement. Yeah, it's been on my mind quite a bit. I mean, keep in mind, trust me, I got a few things I want to do first. Ooh, what's this right here? Back snowboarding. Blah, 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 blah. I got a few things I want to work on first to see come to light first. I'm definitely going to be at one of those shows before I retire. But like I said, it's God's will. If it's a decision for us to be this, it's a decision to be there. I'm not bringing this. This is not coming. This is just too obvious. Way too obvious, a black screen. I need something weird, like really crazy, weird, exotic color that's going to draw attention. This doesn't draw any attention. It's a black screen. For me, it doesn't draw any attention. Only time these things draw attention is when they're outside, because people are used to seeing white screens. You see a black screen sitting outside. I'm kind of curious about that, but it doesn't draw any attention. That would be something weird, but we'll figure that one out when we get up there. Let me see. I wanted to do the Samsung 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm supposed to be in VR right now in a discussion group. I've got involved in a few discussion groups online.
Spring driving is here, so move up to the iconic style and bold sophistication.
Now I can't wait because I'm already setting up, already designing the blueprints for my outdoor screen. I'm doing a 235.1 in this technology outside, which I can't wait. And I'm going to do an ultra short throw projector, which I may have to buy me another one of these right there. What the heck is that noise? Hold on for a minute. Fox. Big black fox. Oh man, never used to those things. I had one actually jump up in the window. I mean, literally jump up onto the window. But I keep forgetting to bring the cat food inside. And when I don't bring the cat food inside, the foxes come out to play. And everything else comes out to play on that front porch, including the possums. Possums don't really back down all that much, to tell you the truth. They really just don't. I think I've taken a few pictures of possums coming right up to the porch. But that right there was definitely that That fox. So I got five, I told you, I got 5 foxes that'll come to the house. If there's food there and they know it's there, they keep coming back. But I just leave it out there, you know what I mean? It's cat food. And I get 3 or 4 foxes, but that was the black fox, and it is gorgeous. When I get a chance, I'm gonna show you pictures of it. It is gorgeous. It's a black fox with these yellow eyes. Oh, I think it's beautiful. Like kind of a fox and kind of like black and kind of silver in it. It's beautiful. That's the only one I've seen like that. And Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown comes to the house every so once in a while. She pops up. She got the name Foxy Brown because she's brown. I call her Foxy Brown. But there's 5 of them. They come up to the house. Sometimes it'll be 2, sometimes it'll be 3, sometimes it'll be 5 out there that'll come out and eat. I wonder if I start feeding them, like, you know, because I can feed them right through my door. And I got to go online and do research and figure out what foxes eat. Do my research so I can start feeding them when they come up to the door. And that's better. I call it the pets you cannot pet. That's what they are. They're the pets that cannot be pet. Only thing I got to be careful about is when I order food, I got to make sure that it's early in the morning, because if it's late at night, I don't want anybody walking up and running into 5 foxes on the porch. Keep in mind, the more animals you have out there draw to your house, the less chance one of those jokers are going to back down. I need to put a trough out there. I'll get a section. I'm going to put cameras out there anyway because I want to record them when they come up and eat. They're the coolest things. I'm going to put driveway cameras in because I want you to be able to see the possums, skunks, and something else crawls up through there. Possums, skunks, raccoons. There are raccoons that come up through there. So at nighttime, I got a little bit of everything in there running around. I call them the party animals. And hopefully I might get an image of King Ralph. King Ralph's a big raccoon. Big raccoon. Yeah. Oh well, okay, we're done. All right, we're done here. Ugh. Well, not really. Let's just put this back up here. Oh God, that makes me so freaking dizzy. We need to run this through real quick. Just run it through real quick. End it with some bright colors. We can do lights out if you want. There we go. Y'all can watch that while I'm packing everything up. Got to be on the discussion board tonight. Oh shoot, sorry about that. So I met a couple of really cool IT techs on there. They're going to help me out with a few projects I'm going to be working on. I might even hire them. Usually have particular items and things that I need to be tracked down for work, and that's what they're going to be getting paid for. Track down things that I need. So their jobs are going to be research and development, and they're going to be paid to find things for me. Because I have yet to get that really thin sheet of plexiglass. It's not plexiglass, it's more like plastic. It's kind of like that that when you buy an action figure and you get that plastic in between that protects it, that real thin plastic. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I need. But you know, usually, like I said, it shouldn't be so bad to find it, but man, just trying to find a certain thinness and height. Usually once you pass that 54 height, they don't make them any bigger than that. Somebody's got to make them. Somebody's got to have them. like I said, at the end of the day, at the end of this demonstration, this product does work. It does. It's just not on the level of our technology. It isn't. I'm sorry, it's not. And we have to do this because this individual just has this constant habit of comparing himself to us, saying he has the same thing we do, this, that, and the other. No, you don't. My screen can pull your color. You can't pull contrast level. You don't come anywhere near in the category of this technology. I can pull colors on the screen that your screen can't pull up. But like I said, it does work. It's just not on it's not our technology capability. And then for you to do these demonstrations, like I said, mixing black paint and trying to slander us, doesn't help you out too well when we're showing a screen that's blacker than 12 blending into your screen. So that makes you look bad. But other than that, like I said, I'm not going to tell you his product's a scam and don't buy it. Go buy his product. Go buy his product. But like I said, at the end of the day, you can't compare your technology to mine. We are not the same in any way whatsoever. You don't do my demonstrations. You don't do my tests. You don't do anything that I do on this end. You know, the sad thing about it is plenty of, in this field of projection screens and all these different companies and business together, everybody has their own category. You have people right now on eBay that sell screen paint. They have their own category. They have their own customer base. They deal with the customers they deal with. Everybody deals with their own customers, how they deal with them. This individual is so jealous and so full of so much hatred toward us that not only is, I know he has his own customer base, but he's worried about our customer base and people we do business with. And that's sad, because this is a big business. It's a big business for a lot of people to get into it and to learn new things and to make money. And he's so jealous and obsessed of what we do that he feels that we should get nothing and he should have everything. And that's the wrong way of doing business. It's a big business, and there's plenty of room for anybody that wants to come in and learn the business and grow with it. But you have individuals out there that have this hatred, deep hatred for everybody else, and that's how they betray themselves. And my friend was like, well, he has his own business, he's making money, why is he so concerned about you? I said, you have people out there like that. That's how they are. And because you didn't mind your business, and I hate to bring this up, and I really want to keep this quiet, you're getting sued. We haven't forgot about that. I don't think we forgot about that. We haven't forgot about that. You're getting sued. Not because you did it side by side, because you touched my copyright. That's why you're getting sued. It has nothing to do with the paint and all that. We don't care about that. You touched the copyright. That's what got you sued. That's when the process will get you sued. Don't worry, buddy boy. I forgot about that. I just don't talk about it much because I don't want to add it into my work and I don't want to talk about it too much. But yeah, that's still going ahead. Foxy Brown! Foxy Brown! Foxy Brown! I know if that food is still out there, that means the possums haven't eaten it. So that means Foxy Brown's gonna be coming around pretty soon tonight with her little group. She never come alone. She come along with her little group, and they gonna get their food. I'm gonna put a little more out there for them right now, so they can have their food for the night. Now I gotta go online. I gotta figure out what the freak do foxes eat and where do I buy the food from. Well, I'm telling you, this little hobby's getting kind of expensive. I'm already spending, like, this is what I off topic. We're gonna go off topic for a minute. Gotta do a lot of research, people. A lot of research. So I found out that I told you I'll be playing around with cutting my squirrels outside. It's not good to give them bread. Bread's not good for them. Bread, basically, all that yeast and stuff, that's not good for them. Give them bloated. You got to give them the good stuff. I get this for the cardinals because I got a bunch now figured out. I got a nest of red cardinals in my backyard somewhere. So I started going online to find out what they eat and what kind of food. So you got to do all that research. Can't just feed them everything. Some of them like the dry fruits and the figs and the berries and stuff like that. The squirrels like walnuts, they like peanuts. I actually watched the blue jay swallow a peanut whole. I'm like, wow, never saw that happen before. So apparently I have a group of animals now that come to my yard to eat, including now 3 red-tailed hawks that come in the yard now, and they don't kill anything. That's the beautiful thing about it. They swoop in, eat their food, and take off. And I was talking to a golfer over there, was doing some golfing, saw the animals in the yard and everything, and he sat there and said, I've never seen a red tail come in and eat without killing nothing and just take off. So you got like a new utopia of animals back there. So he said, you might want to make a little money off that. Drop a bunch of cameras back there and run a server. That's what he said. So it's a project I'm going to start building on. I don't think I want to charge anybody anything to watch the animals and all, but yeah, it's going to be a cool setup. All right, so I'm a yippee-ki out of here. I'm done for the day. I'll tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful screen. Blackest screen Lord bless us to be able to develop. Look at that. You want to talk about ambient light projection technology. That's how much light blues take in. And don't even fade. Don't even wash out. None of that. And I got pretty much of a full plate right now. By the time we get the blues are exotic, so that's why you don't see them on the website. So, man, I got it busy next week. Next week we got the exotics coming on. I had a customer ask me about the 135 acoustics. They're going to be on. We got to do the 235.1s. They have to be on. Excuse me. Those are on. And now the 12s are, the only thing we have left in the 12, sorry about that, is 1 quart. And that is the rest of them 1 gallon. And 2 are discontinued. Point. That is the upgrade for the 12 now. You know, the interesting thing about this, if I were to go toe-to-toe with a big company, we could engineer technology to actually, we build a technology that day to dominate one of their screens. I thought about that. I found myself like, you're developing technology that we don't develop, God does. But we had technology that fast. We can actually bring a screen in here and just by looking at it can figure a way how to develop technology to advance that screen just by basically testing in here. That's why I do the white levels. That's how I find out. It's one of the tests I run first. All that information comes to me off a white surface. This is why I'm always showing you the white surface first, because that automatically from the door lets me know how that screen is going to play out. And I call it every single time. The minute I show that white display, I go, Like when you hear me say that, like, yep, here we go. Let's start it. Yep. I know exactly from the door how your screen's going to react. Let me know the last time you've seen any of these big companies out there display their screen like that. Okay, with that being said, thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.